Today I'm going to be starting a new game. Something that'll make all my other games look pathetic compared. That is a tower defense. Okay, so first we need to come up with some kind of theme. Because if you look at all the other games on Roblox, they have some kind of theme going on. So after a few minutes of thinking, I had an idea. What if we made a tower defense game, but it's medieval fantasy? Sounds pretty good, right? I just hope it hasn't been done before. Right, nothing to see here. Close your eyes, I swear. Anyway, so after that, I went straight into Microsoft Paint and started drawing a few ideas. Okay, so here we have two people. We have one, a goblin, and two, an elf. So the goblin's going to be the first enemy. He's going to be kind of slow, but he has a club for a weapon. Then for the elf, he's going to be the default tower, and he basically just attacks the enemies with a bow. Okay, now we can move on to the fun part, making the game. So let's open up Roblox Studio. Oh, come on. Almost there. Almost there. Oh my god, not again. Oh, finally. Now we can open up a new base plate. And quickly, before I make anything, I'm going to change the lighting, because right now, it looks pretty bad. Today, I'm going to show you how to make lighting just like this. And there we go. This is before, and this is after. Before, after, before, after. Okay, then if we go to the avatar tab, and then click on rig builder, and then import. Boom. And then if you change the scale property to something like, I don't know, 0.5. There we go. Look at him. He's tiny. Then I'm going to turn him green, because this guy's going to be the goblin. Perfect. Then I'm going to search for some ears in the catalogue. Oh wow, that's a lot of ears. Well, obviously, I think these ones could work if you just change the colour. But first, we need to copy the ID number. Then if you paste it in and click import. Okay, I might need to make them a little bit smaller. And there we go, that's better. But there's another problem, and it's hurting my eyes. So I had an idea to make their clothes out of parts, which I know sounds kind of dumb, but just you wait. Look, do you see what I mean? It kind of looks like he's wearing like 3D pants. Whoa! Looking good, goblin. But I want to change his face, because he isn't meant to look happy. He's supposed to look angry. Anyway, I found this face pack made by Wire, which looks pretty good. Right, do any of these look goblinish? I mean, there's a dried out husk looking one down there. Or there's crying SpongeBob. But I don't think that'd fit either. But then, I found one that I thought was perfect. Yeah, the very first one in the list. And then if you copy it, and then paste, and oh, there we go. Looking good, goblin. Now we just need to give him his club. Okay, that's not the kind of club I was talking about. And then I found one, which I think would look pretty good once we make it smaller and remove that awful wooden texture. And boom, that's the goblin complete. He looks pretty good in game as well. But I think he needs a friend. Or should I say enemy, since they're going to be attacking each other. So for the elf, I'm just going to copy the goblin, but make him not green, because that would be kind of weird. Then in the catalogue, I searched for a paper hat, because I remember seeing one that looked like it could work. Here it is. So if you go to the top, and then click copy, then paste it into Roblox Studio, and click import. Oh my god, not again! Then I made his clothes by basically doing the same thing I did with the goblin, and that's pretty much the elf complete. I did want to change his face though, so I pulled out the good old Wire face pack again and began searching. Eventually I found this one, so I copied it and then slapped it on the elf. And boom! The goblin and the elf are finished. I think they actually look pretty good, but now we need to move on to the hard bit, scripting. But before we start scripting, there's two things I need to do. Number one, I need you to subscribe, so press that subscribe button if you're enjoying the video so far. And number two, I need to make a path for the enemies to walk on. I don't really know what shape to do. Like, I don't even know if this is the right size or not, but oh well. Okay, this looks kind of bad, but it's fine. We can always change it later. Now we need to add in a part for each waypoint, so the enemies actually know where to walk. So I'm just going to select them all and set the transparency to 1. Then in the server script service, I'm going to add in a script, and I'll just name it something like main server. And you know how I'm supposed to be some kind of pro scripter? Yeah, well, no I'm not. You might be thinking, well gamer mate, what's that got to do with anything? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the fact that I'm having to use a tutorial. Really though, this tutorial by GnomeCodes is pretty good. I'll leave a link to it in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. Anyway, to get the goblins to walk, we basically just use this function that loops through all the waypoints and then runs the move to function on the goblin. And then to get it to spawn, we run this function that basically creates a copy of the goblin and then puts it in a folder in the workspace. And in game, you can see that we have a timer for when the game begins. So when it reaches 0, then the goblins spawn. Nice. But as you can see, they don't have an animation. We're just kind of sliding along, which we obviously don't want. So if we go over to the avatar tab, then open the animation plugin, and now I need to actually animate. Oh no. Oh, I'm finally done animating. Are you ready to see it? Boom. I know. It's very cool. And I think it turned out pretty... No. Okay. I might have taken a free model. I tried making my own, but it ended up looking like this. Yeah, pretty bad. I hope you don't mind because I really like the free model animation. It makes it look like a proper game. So now that we have the goblins, I need to script the elf. Well, actually first I need to make a GUI. So I went into the starter GUI and added in a screen GUI. So then that way we can place the towers and see how much they cost and stuff. Then in the GUI, I added in a button so we can place them, and I also added in a text label to show the price. Then to get the button to work, we basically create a raycast, so then that way it knows where to place the tower. But after that, we have a few functions to add and remove a preview of the tower. Then we actually run the function once the button has been clicked. And finally, we use the user input service to either place the tower or rotate it. So in game, if we click the button, then you can see it creates a preview of the elf. But if you try placing it on the path, then it turns red and I can't place it. But if you come over here, then I can press R to rotate and I can spawn in. And there we go. He starts attacking the goblins. Oh no, we need backup. Someone help me. So I'm just going to go to the leader stat script to give myself some extra cash. Oh yeah. Okay, now I can just place as many as I want everywhere. So I'll place a guy here, maybe another one here.
Later.
Okay, I present to you my army of elves. There we go. So that's pretty much it for scripting, but as you can see, we don't have a map. I'm not going to make anything that good because this is just going to be like a test map or something. So let's drag the path over to a base plate, and there we go. I'm going to try and make like a cave where the goblins spawn. Ta-da! The cave is complete. So now it looks like the enemies walk out of the cave instead of just like popping in out of nowhere. So now that the enemies have a base, I'm going to try and make one for the players. This is meant to be like a castle tower, but it doesn't look very good. There we go, that'll do for now. Don't worry, I'll make a better one later. Then to fill some of the empty gaps, I'm going to use my amazing asset pack. So first I'm going to take the trees, because they're going to take up the most space. Then I just copy pasted the trees in each corner, and it already made the map feel more full. So after that, I went and placed down a few mushrooms, because they add a lot of colour to the map. And oh yeah, it's already looking way better, but I still had to add some rocks. So I just went and put them in the last few empty gaps. And that's the map complete. It definitely looks better than before, but I'll probably get rid of it and make a new one in a future video. It looks pretty good in game though, but it's not about the map, it's about the gameplay. I probably won't make the game public until I add a few more things and make it work on mobile, because I know a lot of you guys play on mobile and hated me for it. Also make sure to leave your ideas for things that you'd like to see me add, like towers, or enemy ideas, or even stuff that would make the game feel more like balanced, because I'm bad at that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to check out the video on screen now, and you should like it.